Today we're breaking down a recent live stream from Dolly, and not just the drama, but the patterns, the claims, and the potential policy issues that come with it. Now before we get into this video is for commentary, education, and analysis purposes only. All clips shown are transformed with context, critique, and opinion. Nothing in this video should be taken as a statement of fact. We are discussing allegations, opinions, and public content. Viewers are encouraged to do their own research and form their own conclusions, and most importantly, just because something is said confidently on a live stream, doesn't mean it's confirmed, verified, or responsible to say. So today we're asking, when does commentary turn into speculation, and when does speculation start sounding like accusation? Let's get into it. We're starting off strong, and by strong, I mean wildly broad and kinda reckless. In this clip, Dolly goes after unnamed individuals and basically suggests that if you've ever struggled with addiction, been incarcerated, or made mistakes in your past, then you can't possibly be a good person now. Because apparently, growth is not allowed on this live stream.
When you're not a good person in this world, you're not going to be a good person on YouTube. All right? When people act like, they're reformed, or they were a convict and now they're some good person and they're crime fighters. Well, you should have thought about that before you was doing drugs, doing all these things, going to prison, and then you get out and now you're a saint.
Now this next one is where things start getting uncomfortable. We're talking about an active missing person case, and instead of careful language, we get a near certainty statement about the outcome. And listen, there's a difference between discussing possibilities and confidently assigning percentages to someone's death, like this is a math problem.
A murder. I think people want to sugarcoat things so it don't sound so bad. People are generally hopeful. I'm a pretty generally hopeful person, but I live in reality. 46 days, this woman has no heart medication whatsoever. She's most likely, I would say 98.9% not with us anymore in this world, okay? I called it a murder too. See, because most people know that this lady's gone.
And if that wasn't enough, in this clip, Dolly goes a step further, moving from speculation straight into declaring it a homicide. No confirmed evidence presented. No official ruling. Just, I call this a murder. And that right there is where commentary can start crossing into dangerous territory.
If it ain't today, it's tomorrow, and it was all about the same time frame that, the Idaho 4 investigation went, which was the brutal murder of 4 people. Now, a lot of people want to call this a kidnapping. I call this a homicide. I call this a murder. I think people want to sugarcoat things so it don't sound so bad. People are generally hopeful. I'm a pretty generally hopeful person, but I live in reality. 46 days, this woman has no heart medication whatsoever. She's most likely, I would say 98.9% not with us anymore in this world, okay? I called it a murder too. See, because most people know that this lady's gone. And a lot of people think, well, they kidnapped her and she accidentally died. There's no accidentals in kidnapping. You kidnap.
Now this is the clip. Because we've officially entered the phase of the live stream where theories turn into serious criminal accusations. A caller suggests the possibility of a life insurance scam involving hiding someone in another country, and instead of shutting that down, it gets entertained. This is the kind of content that can have real-world consequences for real people.
Well, that could be, but I don't think she's no longer with us. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I was just throwing that out there, devil's advocate.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's a possibility. It's not
unheard of.
It's not impossible that that could be. But my question for the family would be, where is Nancy? Because somebody in that family knows.
Or do you know where Nancy is?
Tone shift. Because now we've gone from crime speculation to whatever this is. In this clip, Dolly starts making sexual jokes about people in his chat, and let's just say, this is not exactly advertiser-friendly content. You'll see what I mean.
I just slept with the whole chat, okay? It's insane. It's insane. And like I said, if you give it any attention, then it ramps it up, right? If I address anything they say, they're going to make 32 more videos about it. So they have a platform where they can just sit there and lie on me, and I can't say anything.
Quick one here, but it says a lot. When criticism comes in, instead of addressing it, we get straight to hostility, profanity. Maybe they'll go away because nothing says I'm unbothered like being very bothered.
Then I gotta watch to see what you say next, and then I gotta make another video. It's a trap. It's a trap. And they're doing this to grow their channels.
Ah yes, the classic. Nobody would have views without me. In this clip, Dolly claims other creators are using his name, making money off him, and basically wouldn't exist without him now. Is that a policy violation? Not necessarily. But does it feed into ongoing creator conflict and targeted narratives? Absolutely. Watch this.
So it is what it is. But we don't dwell on that. We don't care. Honestly, I don't give a damn what those people say. I've never cared about any of the people that said, listen, we're not a Crama channel. These are drama channels, right? If you're a man and you're into drama, you're a bitch. Okay? I hate to say it.
And finally, we have what I like to call the spiral segment. This is where everything blends together. Profanity, accusations, complaints about others, and escalating frustration. It's less about information and more about energy. And not the good kind. Let's play it.
And not destroy people, right? I'd rather help people than destroy them. And I'm the most forgiving person ever. You know, if you look at people, like there's people that have called the police on me, that have talked so much shit about me, I'll bring them on the channel. You know, let them jump right on panel with me. You know, over it, like, okay, that was back, because I'm a forgiving person. I don't never forget. The caregiver says, I only slept with Dolly once. You're not helping. They will clip that, okay? They will be like, look, that lady.
So, what did we just watch? Not just a live stream, but a pattern. A pattern where speculation becomes certainty, opinions turn into accusations, frustration turns into hostility, and serious topics are handled without serious responsibility. Now let's be clear, everyone is entitled to their opinions. Everyone has the right to speak. But when you're discussing real people, real cases, real accusations, there's a line between commentary and potentially harmful narratives, and that line matters. Because words don't just stay on live streams, they travel, they spread, and they affect people. So whether you agree, disagree, or are just here observing, the real question isn't, is this entertaining? It's, is this responsible? I'll let you decide.